What's up, everybody, and welcome back to MoreJStu. Hope you're doing well. Today, I am hanging out with my bro Tyler here.
What's up?
Tyler, what are we doing today?
We are going to implement a new garden here at Stuart's house.
A real life garden, guys. I thought I'd never say that I'd want to build a garden, but the dad life is real.
You have to introduce Riverling.
Oh, hey!
Say hi.
Riverland, say hi!
Say hi.
I remember when you were a little baby, and now you're one.
Actually, they met her at the drive-in.
Oh, yeah! If you guys have been subscribed for a while, you probably remember when we went to the drive-thru.
That was when
movie
Justin
theater.
didn't even wasn't
He'd
even
never held a baby before.
never held a baby, didn't even really want children, and I was like, hello. What's good?
Yeah. So Britt and Becca are here as well, and Becca is actually pregnant again. Guys,
Yeah.
whoa.
Number 2.
So Britt, why don't you tell everybody about like your thoughts on a garden? I know you've been wanting a garden for years.
It's weird how like when you know you're not good at something and but God puts a desire on your heart. God put like a garden on my heart. I'm not very good. I kill everything in sight. And so Tyler literally is so good at gardening, self-taught, and so he thought he would help us. He said he'd help us.
We went over to their house yesterday, and Tyler was showing us their garden, which I wish I could show you, but...
So, I wanted to give you a look at what my garden looks like. So we have tons of cucumbers that are coming up, and in the back we got squash. Over here we've got tomatoes, another tomato bush, and in the back we've got peppers, jalapenos, green beans that are climbing this. Tons of corn. It's really high. They say knee high by the 4th of July, and I think it's a little higher than that. I've got okra coming up in here. Move over here, and we've got watermelon coming up here, and zucchini. And last but not least, we have carrots, radishes, and kale. And that little tree over there is a cherry tree we planted for Riverland's first birthday.
How many fruits and veggies do you guys have, would you say, at your house?
At least 15 different types of veggies and maybe a couple different types of fruits.
So that's pretty intense. And on our property, we already have like an area on our yard that is pretty much set up for a garden, which I'll show you that as well. But we need to go get all the supplies, all the seeds, all the whatever we need. He knows. So let's get the day started. Okay, so this is on our property. When we bought the house, it came with all this, but as you can see, it's full of weeds. And actually, this was the only thing left in the garden. This is rhubarb. So I think these ones can actually be eaten. Like, look at that. But other than that, it's just weed city. So Tyler, tell everybody what our vision was for this area.
So our vision is to get rid of all these weeds, possibly put up a fence, possibly, depending on how much time we have. Put up a fence, we'll till this whole area, and then maybe even put paved stones in the middle, so that way you can walk between, but we'll put veggies along here, maybe some fruits. We'll till this right here.
Yeah, this whole area.
So we'll put some maybe tomato plants. This is a great spot for tomato plants because there's a lot of sun. And then even behind us here, we've talked about putting a planter box, maybe getting rid of that stump, but planting, maybe a planter. When we till this, we need to make sure there's actually good soil. If there's not, then we'll add some good topsoil and some good fertilizer.
Yeah, so guys, this is the start. Now we're gonna head to the garden center. We have made it, guys. Our first stop is here at McCord's Garden Center and Landscaping. I've actually never been here. Yes, we got our own little wagon.
Veggies in here.
Okay. So, we're looking for a bunch of different veggies. What veggies would you say we should start with?
Tomatoes are always a really good one. Cucumbers are good. Yeah, melons, squash, anything like that.
So here's their seed section. And since we're late in the season, we're gonna just start with radishes here. So along with the radishes, got this bloom stuff. I am completely new at this, so I don't have no idea what I'm doing. Tyler, why don't you tell them about what this is?
So it is late in the season. We're starting a little late right now. So this stuff is an organic bloom. It means if we go to, a generic hardware store or a superstore, we'll be able to find things that are potentially just barely making it right now. And so we want to get some food that'll really make these guys bloom like crazy, because that's what's necessary. So like you'll see with my garden, I've already got blooming on the zucchini and the tomatoes and even some of the squash. So it's just like you need to make sure those flowers are coming up quick. So this will help kind of escalate that. It gives it the right food they need, gives it everything they need to really just prosper in a garden, especially since it's so late in the season. And then the other reason we got the radishes are because radishes only take 25 days from planting to eating it. That's why we had radishes at my house the other day, is that I planted them a month ago and they're already the size of a quarter, and it's great. You just put a little salt on them and they're, you know,
yeah, they're pretty good.
Organic, so yeah.
But hopefully this next store we go to has some sort of vegetables or pre-grown stuff, because like you said, it is late in the season, kind of starting late. Wish I would have started earlier, but hey, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna bring you along with the adventure, and by the time next year comes around, we're gonna have a fully stocked garden, and I'll have a better understanding of what I'm doing.
Justin will be a gardening pro.
Yes, I need a gardening hat too, because look at Tyler's gardening hat. This is epic. So we're now at Home Depot because we are renting a tiller. Check this bad boy out. It's got all these ouches under here.
Those teeth will bite you.
Yeah. We're gonna use it to grind all the dirt and nonsense in the garden, make it fresh, ready for veg. We found the veggies, and they have quite a bit. Look, they got zucchini, cucumber, squash. They have tomatoes, strawberries, watermelons, cantaloupe. Wow, many options. Yeah, look at all the herbs they have.
Herbs. I'm not with him.
We're also gonna get these stones. They look pretty cool, to make like a little path in the garden, so you can get to all the veggies to pick them and water them well. I think these look pretty cool. So although it's late in the season, we hit the jackpot. 3 for 12 different tomatoes. So we're gonna get 3 different types of tomatoes.
So we'll get a Beefmaster one, which these things are huge.
Okay. They got Roma tomatoes over here.
You want to do Roma?
Yeah. And look, they're growing pretty well, so that's nice. We are going to get 1 bell pepper, 1 jalapeno. Delicious. One of the final things we're going to get is some garden soil, flowers and vegetables. Mix this in with what's already there. So we're just going to get 2 bags of these.
Maybe we'll come back for more later.
Yeah. Riverland, how do you feel about all these plants? You like that?
Thank you.
Yeah. Before we get to the garden?
Nap time.
Yep. Tinley's just kicking it. You having a good nap, Tinley? All right. So we're making a little path here. Cutting down all the bushes. Gonna make the path and then install the veggies. This is gonna come in handy. We got a hedge trimmer to trim these bushes to make them look like, because we were gonna get rid of these bushes down here, but they actually made like a good little natural fence. So we just got to shape them up. Hedge trimmer time. Make sure
if they can figure out how to use it.
Look at Bex with 2 babies. You're great.
This is good. This is good practice.
Good practice.
It's time for the fun part. Tilling the ground. We gotta turn this bad boy on. There you go. Whoa! Check it out, guys. It probably doesn't look much different to you, but we tilled it all, evened it out, and then this section, what are we putting here, Tyler?
Radishes.
This will be the fresh radish section. It's already like a nice little box. Super cool. Now we're gonna put these bricks down in the middle to make a nice little path.
So we got this, we bury them with the sand and then just wipe the sand off the soil. Look at that. Now we just have to dig a hole and put it in. Yes. Right out of the package. Yep. Look how it falls apart. That's good. Means it's ready. And push the sand and the soil all over. El peño. Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
What's that?
It's a cup. Yeah, we need a knife to cut this, just the plastic off.
It's Britt's turn.
What do I do?
So you'll put your hand just kind of around it
Okay.
and flip it upside down. There you go. Now put your hand on the bottom
And place it in the ground.
and then just kind of bring the dirt around it.
Nice. How does it feel, Britt?
Oh, I'm so excited. I love it.
So that is a zucchini.
This is a zucchini?
Yeah. We got the nice path. And here's where the all the radishes were going to be. How many seeds are in there?
A lot.
Oh. Tenley is out here joining us as well.
So I'll show you how to do.
So just like toss them in?
Yep, just like that. One every half inch. It says one every inch, but you want to do one every half inch.
Look at it, guys. It's so beautiful. So now we put the water food in this. And we just got to... Water food. Plant food. There you go. So now we just have to water each of them. Generous amount. And then we're good to go. But before we go, we wanted to leave you with some life advice / encouragement. Tyler, what do you got to say?
Whatever you're going through in life, there's always going to be weeds. And God has called us to pull those out at the root, not just cut them out at the top. And that's just the most beautiful thing about gardening, is God created it that way. There's going to be stuff that shows up and tries to hide your fruit. And you need to be pertinent and you need to be on purpose about figuring out what that is and not just cutting off the symptom, but getting rid of its core, right?
Yeah. Brittany and I have had garden analogies and conversations a lot because gardening really speaks to Brittany, especially through like in biblical terms. And what I've learned through life is that God, through our lives, doesn't always do like a 360 turnaround. So you got to look at your life as like a garden, that you can't expect everything to grow right away. You can't expect to get every weed out right away. It's all a process though, and you got to enjoy every process.
Right?
Right, Riverland?
Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye.
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 Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.